What's up? I'm doing a quick video. I wanted to make sure you know how to ensure that you are getting the correct wig size. When it comes to ready to ship wigs, pre-made wigs, the most important measurement to know is the circumference. It's typically the size that wig makers will or companies will note. So when they say something is average, it's medium, that's really between that 21 and a half, 22 and a half. That's where you kind of fall into that average medium sized heads. When you have a cap that doesn't have any type of circumference measurement or anything like that, and it just says average medium, that's typically where what it implies. But it's good to know and good to ask those questions. There are a total of like 6 measurements that we take to get all the different angles of your hair. The only like one in particular for the pre-made wigs, but in my case, I offer custom fitted wigs, so I like to get the other measurements, especially for the queens who hair may not be equally yoked on all sides. Certain things are, it might be a medium this way, small this way, large this way. It's good to know that so we can potentially take out extra slack that might be in your cap, etc. Let's get started. You would need a measuring tape. Grab this from probably anywhere, Target, fabric store, whatever, but you definitely need a measuring tape. Also, I always recommend wearing a stocking cap. Stocking cap is on my head, but underneath my stocking cap, I have my hair braided to the back. This is exactly how I would wear my hair to keep it. So you want your hair to be the way that you are going to wear it underneath your wig. So if you are braiding it to the back, braid it to the back. If you're doing a little ponytail, that sort of thing, or bun, you want to have it that way because you're going to measure it exactly how it will be when you put your wig on top of it. All right, so I'm starting with number 1, which is the circumference, and I'm going to start at the top of, I'm going to say, my fake hairlines. I wear my wigs in front of my hairline. My hairline is back here, but because of alopecia, my hairline has receded. I wear my wigs at where I want my hairline to be, where it used to be. I'm going to measure at that point, not at the actual point, if that makes sense. Measure where you want your wig to fall in the front. For my circumference, I'm going here, going around my ear to the other side, and make sure you bring it around, bring the tape around, pull it, tight, and then go on top. So I'm about a 22 and a half. All right. Number 2 is we're going to go front to back. This is where you're going from that front, the hairline spot, wherever your hairline spot is, all the way to the back, behind to where the hair ends in the back at the top of your neck. For me, I'm going here, and I know this is one of my measurements that's a little bit different because I'm medium with my circumference, but I think here I'm base closely large because my hairline goes up pretty low. So if I stop at where my nape is, I'm going right down the middle of my center of my head, about say 14. So I'm right on that edge of being large. And also you want to record your measurements as you're doing it. Number 3, we're going to go forehead, which is across the front, again, across the front of wherever this hairline, our new hairline that we're creating. So you're going to start in the front of one ear, right there, just right at the front of the ear. Take this measuring stick all the way around to the other, right in the front of the other ear, and then you record that measurement, ear over ear. So this is actually going behind the ear, right at the top behind the ear, and you're going across the top of the head to the other side of the ear. And so you can just kind of start, position your measuring tape at the top of your ear, and then go to the top of the next ear. And so that comes out to be about a 13. Number 5, which is going to be our temple to temple, so this way. You should just feel your temple. The tape should go across the center, wherever your hair, the curvy part of your head. All right, and then so I'm recording that. So I am, let's say 16, and then finally the nape. And so this is just this area back here, the back of your neck, the bottom of your hairline. You want to go left to right and just feel where your hair ends. And so I am about a 5.5. When I look at my measurements on our chart, I'm in a couple of our measurements, my circumference, which is what typically the glueless wigs would show as far as how the size charts will go, I'm a medium. I can do a medium, I can typically do average by default. But when my other measurements, my a couple of my other measurements, my front to back, my nape, and also my temple to temple, they're really on the borderline of a large. And so for my case, I know I definitely could not do a small wig. I could make the choice. If I get a medium wig, it's going to fit pretty snug for me. If I decide I want to move up to a large wig, then I would need to have some adjustments made to the cap because the circumference and I believe the forehead would be too large based on my measurements. That's why it's good to know. If you have any questions, you can definitely reach out and schedule consultation with me. We can go through, and I want to make sure that you know how to measure your head and your proper size wig to order. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.